Alrighty, a very lovely good evening on this Tuesday night here at Eastern High School, and we've got some fall sports action here. The first game of the season for the Eastern Eagles of volleyball, and I am joined by Principal Robbie Day, and thankfully Mr. Day is going to bail me out again about volleyball. I don't know much about it. Thankfully you do. We did a game last year, game or two, and had a blast, so we're glad that you're here tonight. But we're doing things a little differently now. We're no longer on the radio. We have an audio app. We have YouTube stream, but more importantly, we have got a partnership with Eastern High School, where we have created the Eastern Eagles Sports Network presented by Total Media, and we are so happy that we're able to bring you all sports throughout the entire school year. Home games, some away games, but for the most part, every home game that is here at Eastern will be covered here on our Total Media Sports YouTube channel and over on our audio feed on our Eastern Sports website. I'll get you that link here in a few minutes, but we have 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go before we start game one of the season. How are we feeling about the season, Mr. Day?
I'm excited for this season. We had a great run last year. Won a conference championship, the first conference championship in several years, and lost some important seniors last year. But this team, we're a little bit younger, but I think it's a very deep team, and I think they're a team that could make another run and win another conference championship. I think we're one of two teams who are probably favored to win this league this year. But it's a great league. Northwest and Western always gives us their best game, but Northwest I think is expected to be pretty good again, and Sims Valley is going to be better. So still a lot of work to do. It's still early, but definitely a lot of another opportunity to win a league championship this year and make a deep tournament run.
And like to go back to back, like you said, SEC 2 champions, and really I tell you, the Eastern Eagles, they pretty much ran the SOC last year.
We brought home 5 SOC championships last year. It was impressive. I don't know. I try to, Mr. Hines and I, we talk to people that we know and tried to look back, and we can't find a year ever where we've won that many conference championships in that many sports in the same year. I mean, it's just what an impressive year, and 3 different district championships, 2 regional runner-ups, and a lot of kids that just went to either regionals or even state as an individual. So we just had a great year athletically last year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from volleyball, I know cross country did well last year. Football, obviously, we're getting ready to start Eastern Eagles football this year here next week. I can't be here for tomorrow's game, or Friday's game. I'm already ahead of myself at South Point, but we're definitely going to bring the first football game of the home game of the season next Friday. But yeah, all around, it was Eastern Eagles, and I was very happy to be able to cover a lot of that last year. It was a special season for me and for you, Mr. Day. We had seniors graduating last year, so it was really cool, a cool thing to watch all around, and I'm really excited that we're back this year with going to be able to bring you more sports, more coverage for your athletes, and again, that was made possible by a partnership with the school and Total Media. And as we get deeper into the school year, we want to incorporate some of the media class. I think you have a technology class, media class, I can't remember what you guys called it, but want to bring maybe some of those students in. Maybe they can help with stats, do some post-game, pre-game interviews, halftime stuff, maybe some broadcasting. I'm finding out for me that as I get older, I seem to spend more time getting stupid surgeries done. So, 45 has not been good to me. So there's going to be some times where I'm going to be out. So hopefully we can get some of these students who want to have a career in broadcasting or media management or being digital creators, get a little bit of experience with sports and how the media world works. So as the school year goes on, hopefully we're going to have some more kids and have a really great partnership, and I'm really happy to be a part of it this first year.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too. I'm excited. It's twofold. Like you said, we're going to cover a lot of events, and that's always been a goal. We want to cover, give our kids as much exposure as possible, and that's going to be great for all of our athletes. And I know Total Media has even talked about, they want to come and cover our home cross country match or meet They want to cover our home track meets, and so that's going to be a really cool thing to be able to do for our kids. But on the other end, like you said, this opportunity for our kids here in the building, our digital media class, to get involved and be part of this, and just to see a whole other world of opportunities, professionally, career-wise, that media can offer them. It's just going to be a really cool partnership. We're very, very thankful for Total Media and their willingness to devote this much time to our school, and it's just going to be a really good thing. And the skill set. One of the things that we've tried to do with our kids in between the technology program and the vocational agriculture and now consumer science is we've tried to create as many opportunities and expose them to all the career opportunities that we can, and look for work placement and job study opportunities. And this is just one more opportunity for our kids. So again, we're really thankful and excited about it, and I really appreciate Total Media bringing us on.
Well, hey, it's all about the kids. It's all about your kids, our youth. And this is where the future's going. We lost the radio station because of this partnership, because we wanted to bring it into the more digital world. So there is audio. It will be on the website. You can click through Facebook, social media, everything that got pushed out today by the school. That's where you're going to go for audio only. And another feature for our audio only broadcast will be now you can go back and listen to it. So you go to that website and it will have prior broadcasts. And I believe this one is going to be our first that's going to be available archived on the website. I would have gotten here sooner to learn more about this, but unfortunately my full-time day job comes first, and I had somebody stop at my house and I had to deal with an issue. It took a little bit of time, but I'm here now, ready to rock and roll. So if we don't get it on this one, we'll get it on the next one. But again, just a very exciting partnership. Digital's where everything's going. You see everything on Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. It's a digital world out there, and AI and getting the kids involved in this now is pretty cool. So we're happy to be able to do it. They're doing the same thing at Waverly High School. When Eastern goes up for Waverly Volleyball to play them up there. If they do this year, then you'll see that on Total Media's Waverly page. They're also doing the same thing with Jackson, and we hope to get all 4 schools in on that for the future. But we got 14 seconds to go to game time. We're going to get our starting lineups here. They're going to do the national anthem. So while we do the national anthem here, we're going to go ahead and take our first break and patronize some of those fine sponsors who came on for the Total Media Eastern Eagles Sports Network. So for that, we'll be back in a couple minutes.
Looking to take your business to the next level? Diversion Technology in Piketon, Ohio is your hometown partner for innovative IT solutions, web development, and tech support. Call today or visit diversiontech.com, where local service meets big results.
Looking for quality auto parts that you can trust? Well, head to Bobst Auto Parts and Salvage, serving the community since 1978. From hard-to-find used parts to new components, Bobst has everything that you need to keep your ride running right.
Cox Burkett Funeral Home in Beaver offers compassionate, dignified services when you need them most. We provide full burial and cremation options, pre-planning, and personalized memorials, all delivered with genuine care and local support for your family.
Legal challenges? Chase Brown Law provides dedicated, personalized legal services to guide you through. Chase Brown Law, your advocate for justice and peace of mind. Looking for that old school sweet treat? Come on down to Emma's Frosty Cream in Beaver, Ohio. From soft serve cones to fresh baked pizza, Emma's is the hometown favorite. Emma's Frosty Cream. Visit today and cool down the right way. Sweet treat. Come on down to Emma's Frosty Cream in Beaver, Ohio. From soft
Evie Brown, freshman, wearing number 11. Number 19, Belle Beekman. Number 24, Kinley Babst. Number 21, Brooke Baisden. Number 14, junior Kelly Wells. Number 12, Libby Ward. Number 22, Leah Rader. Junior number 5, Lindley McAllister. Number 1, Braylon Bevins. Senior number 6, Aubrey Quillen. And senior number 15, Lakin Gullett. Ryan Anoff is your coach. Harvey does such a good job. Well, Harvey and Brian, when they're both behind the mic, we love it.
Yeah, we're very fortunate to have two guys that do a great job there for us, and get energized and get our crowd and our pep section energized, and they just do a good job, both not on the mic, but the music they play, and creates a good atmosphere here.
All right, we are ready to rock and roll. Got a game going before the school year starts. First day is Thursday.
Thursday, yep.
Eastern. I don't know if Waverly's already started or not.
I think they start tomorrow. I think Coach Henshaw there was telling me they start tomorrow. The students come back tomorrow.
Everybody's different.
Everybody's a little different. Yep.
So, really a junior-heavy team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 juniors, 2 seniors, and a lot of freshmen.
A lot of freshmen.
Said, a little younger team.
Yep. But I mean, very, very athletic. This freshman group, we that junior group was a really deep athletic group, but this freshman group I think is just as deep and just as athletic. And JV team got a good win a little bit ago. They won in 2. And there are still several freshmen playing there too, and some sophomores as well. But just a really, really good group there coming up, and I think we've got a chance to make a run here, like you said, stack some championships over the next few years. And
there you go. We want to see some numbers on that banner.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Day, I'll let you take off with it as Lakin Gullett sets to serve.
Jump serve there from Lakin. Ace right off the bat. I am going to attempt tonight to try to keep a little bit of stats. Not a lot.
Please.
But just a little bit. But first ace of the year, I think, Lakin got her 1,000th assist last year, but I think she may be approaching the school record in service aces also. I know she's had quite a few. So there's Lakin again. Good pass there from the Tigers. Going to push to the back. We'll get a net. Net call there on Leah Rader there for the Eagles. I'm going to do my best. I've been trying to learn these numbers with the Tigers. I know a couple of these kids just because I know their parents, but serving here for the Tigers is Sadie Royster. Good pass from Evie Brown. Lakin going to set it to the outside. That's Callie. I think I said Leah a minute ago. That's Callie Rader out there right now, number 23. Tigers send it back. There's a good swing on the outside. Good dig from the Tigers. Going to send it back. Senior Aubrey Quillen with the pass. Back out to Kinley Babst. And now we've got a net call on the Tigers. So Eagles up 2-1. Still trying to strike a balance, Mike. I've done a little bit of basketball in the past, and it seems like you say more, like volleyball's too fast.
It is.
You can't say
I can't.
Yeah. So got to find that balance there. But a good serve there from Braylon Bevins. Almost got another ace. They are going to get it back on a free ball, though. Lakin's going to set to the outside. Libby Ward for the first time tonight. And Waverly's not going to be able to return it. Great job there by Libby.
Anytime anybody can beat Waverly is a good day for me.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that since I work up there, but,
Well, those are good, friendly county rivalries. Yeah. We know a lot of people over there, but, yeah, you always want to beat your county rivals. Another serve from Braylon. Waverly's going to not going to be able to return that one either.
When I went to Piketon, we used to refer to Waverly as that team up north.
Yeah. We don't get to play them as often as we used to, the way the league changed. You talk about there's an ace from Braylon Bevins. But the realignment in the 3rd division, we play them for 2 years, and then we won't play them for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
They're a crossover game with the other. They're in the upper division. But Braylon Bevins with a short serve, and she's going to get another ace.
Man,
wow.
6-1.
That's the thing. Braylon can really mix it up. There's a timeout from the Tigers, early timeout, and now that they're down 6-1 off the start. But, yeah, Braylon can really mix it up. She can give you a hard diving serve. She can give you a floater. She can give you a short serve like that. So, really, really effective.
And I love the energy from the Eagles coming into the timeout. I mean, they're happy. They're having fun. That's great. Putting a beat down on Waverly so far, 6-1 here in the first set.
Yeah, and you were talking about, we only have 2 seniors. They're very, very important seniors. And, Lakin has just been, phenomenal here for 4 years in multiple sports. And Aubrey's been she's a returning libero and been a great leader. Aubrey came, I believe, her sophomore year, but she's always been a vocal kid. She's a kid who leads on the court, always has, and they're going to be 2 really important players for us this year.
She brings the spark.
Yeah.
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 I was at Meet the Teams and had a conversation about that. Some athletes just bring that spark, and
Aubrey's definitely one of them.
Yeah.
Waverly going to struggle. He's going to send the ball back on a free ball. Braylon to Lakin go out to the outside. Kinley Baps, good hard swing, but blocked by the Tigers. Back out to Kinley. Deep into the back row of the Tigers, set to the outside. Blocked there by Liberty Ward, but Waverly's going to be able to send that back. Great. Oh, they're going to get called for the net. Good hustle play, good heads-up play by the Tigers after Sydney Johnson was able to get the outside attack, but somebody there was in the net, and Eagles going to take another point. Here's Bevins again. Long serve that time, going to be too long. So what she said, I kind of lost track. Was it 5 in a row? I think she served 5.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And for the Tigers is Mallory Roberts to serve. And there's another. Maybe early season a little bit. A little bit early season jitters, just, first game, trying to work some of the kinks out. But here's Aubrey with the long serve. Pass from the Tigers is the target, set to the outside. Little behind her there. That set to Taryn Gillett. She had to reach behind her there and just wasn't able to get on top of it and send it long. So Eagles going to take a 9-2 lead.
Well, and early in the season, you really want to come out strong. So if you have a little lull or something, you've got these victories that you can kind of hang back on. And
serving is such an important part of the game, but that's what you see. Maybe it's still early. There's only been a couple missed serves, but still, you just think that's surely probably part of it a little bit. Another serve there from Aubrey Quillen. Waverly's going to have to send it back with a drive. Lakin to the outside. Liberty Ward blocked by the Tigers. Good hustle play by the Eagles. There's Aubrey with that spark. How good hustle play to keep it alive. Waverly set to the middle. They're going to get their first kill of the night. That is Abby Schrader. Good swing there from the junior middle hitter from Waverly. Back to serve here for the Tigers is Sydney Johnson. Deep serve. Good pass from Aubrey Quillen. Set to Liberty Portman. She's going to drive it. Waverly's going to send it back with a back row attack. Set here to Lindley McAllister. Good dig, pass to the set to the outside, blocked by the Eagles. Waverly's going to keep it alive. Great hustle play there. Braylon passes to Lakin Gullet, set to the outside. Kinley Baps, and it's going to be a little long. The Eagles want a touch. I'm confused by his call. All right, he did not call the touch. So Eagles were asking for it, but officials said no, and Waverly's going to pick up a point. 10-4 Eagles. Another great pass from Aubrey Quillen. Short set to Libby Ward. Libby with the dink. Waverly's going to dig and send it back from the outside. Great vision. Awesome. That's number 1, I believe. That's Taryn Gillett. Great vision there down to find that hole down the corner. Well, Taryn certainly has the volleyball pedigree. Her mother was an outstanding volleyball player back when we were in school in the late 90s and early 2000s, but great vision there. There's an ace for the Tigers. Well, nope. Eagles are able to keep that alive. I thought that was going to hit I thought that hit the wall. There we go. Yeah, the down judge called it. I thought my eyes deceived me maybe, but
he waited a little bit to call that. Maybe his eyes were deceiving him too.
Yeah. So Sydney Johnson does get the ace, makes it 10-6. Waverly cutting it into that lead here. Good pass again from Aubrey Quillen. Set back to Kinley Baps. Waverly's going to get a piece. Good set, an attack from the outside. Aubrey with the dig. Going to have to send a free ball here, and I think they helped us out there just a little bit. I think that ball was going to be out, but Waverly tried to play it.
She definitely got her arm on it.
Yep. It was close, though. I mean, it's one of those things when it's close, you play it. If you're not sure, you play the ball, and we'll take it. And the serve here for the Eagles is freshman Belle Beekman to the back row. Good pass from the Tigers. Set to the middle. Another good swing. Blocked by the Eagles. Lynn McCollister is going to swing again right away. Good job there. Lindley was kind of a heads-up play, and they just weren't able to get that ball to the setter and let Waverly make a mistake. But good job by Lindley. Beekman again with another deep serve. Good pass from the Tigers. Set to the outside and a dink. Great vision there by number 12, Callie Knight. She's just a freshman. Just a freshman there, swing on the outside. I remember her from last year, watching her in the middle school game, actually, last year. We had a real good game with our 8th graders here last year, and she was very impressive as an 8th grader. Great pass there from Braylon Bevins, set to the outside. Liberty Ward with another dink. Waverly able to send back a great attack from the middle. Eagles going to have to send a free ball over. Sets the middle again, a little behind her. Eagles are not going to be able to come up with it.
Yeah, Waverly's really, they're coming back in this game.
They've been scrappy, yeah. They've been scrappy there.
You know, you mentioned the 8th grade team. Looking at all these freshmen, Eastern must have had a really good 8th grade volleyball squad last year.
Yeah, they did. I think they only lost a game or two last year. They had a great year, won their tournament. Lake and Gollett on the outside. She's going to be long. So seeing several, just unforced errors here from both teams. Some long serves, some long attacks, and sending a lot of free balls over. So again, still first game of the year. Net call. That's the 3rd net call of the night there on the Tigers. So yeah, just a few of those mental mistakes, but I'm sure both teams will clean those up as the year goes on.
Oh yeah. Young season.
Right. Serving here for the Eagles is freshman Evie Brown.
So another freshman.
She's going to play quite a few freshmen today. You'll see probably 4 or 5 of them get in. Tigers not able to get that past the target, so they send the free ball. Evie to Bell, and she's going to set it to Lindley, and we're going to get another net call on the Tigers.
14-9.
Yeah, I think that's. I think she is the 4th freshman, maybe third freshman at least. I know for sure. It's already been in the game. Good serve there. Good pass from the Tigers though from Knight. Great effort, but it's going to be out. Yeah, set was just a little too far away from her. She tried to save it there. I believe that was Mallory Roberts there, and just couldn't keep it in. Evie Brown again with the jump serve. Good hard serve. Knight with the pass. Great set. The set was a little back, but she was able to play it. Eagles going to set to the outside. This is Braylon Bevins. Same thing. Those sets are a little behind. I've seen a few of those on both sides. You can see those hitters trying to reach for them a little bit, and it's just hard to do much with them. And
so it's 15-10.
Serving here for the Tigers is Taryn Gillett. Eagles struggled with the pass there, but able to keep it in play. Back to the Eagles here. Lake and Gollett with another long swing.
Lake and Gollett is just strong.
She is, yeah, and you can tell she's getting frustrated with herself right now because she's just not getting on top.
Well, Gollett, the other senior, she is an all-around just great athlete.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, great basketball player. Great. She even played softball in the past. And swing from Lindley McCollister, blocked there by the Tigers. Right back to the outside. Here's Knight. Great swing. Eagles keep it alive. Great hustle there. Going to send the free ball back. But great effort play. Here's the Tigers. Another great job finding that hole in the middle. That's Sadie Royster this time.
So 15-12. Waverly's just cutting into that Eagle lead.
Well, I've already completely lost track of my stats.
That's what happens.
I know. I get talking, and so I'm just going to have to give up on the stats. Great pass there from Aubrey Quillen, set to Lake and Gollett. She's going to look good for the dink. Tigers with a great effort play, able to get an attack when they send it back. Good pass from Brown, outside to Gull again. Block is going to be long. Evie keeps alive. Bell back out to, that's Lindley with the free ball. Tigers set to the middle. Another good job finding that hole.
Man, 15-13.
And that was a really athletic play there by Royster. The set was to her opposite arm, so she had to reach over and find that ball, and then she was able to still find a hole. So it was just a great, great athletic play there. Eagles struggling there on that one. Yeah, all three there. The pass, we didn't get the pass to target. The pass was not great. Then we couldn't get the ball up to our outside hitter, and then Braylon just kind of rolled over on that one. But 15-14 though, it's become a game.
It's become a game. So with that, we got 50 seconds here. We're going to go ahead and take a 30-second break. You're listening to the Eastern Eagles Sports Network on Total Media Sports. Back in 30.
Need timber services in Southern Ohio? Thornsberry Forest Products in Beaver buys standing timber and timberland, plus offers custom sawing, firewood, and expert tree service. Call 740-222-0070 today.
The Tigers there.
So 16-14 as we come out of
We
the
needed
break.
that one. They were on a little bit of a run. Need something to break a little bit of that momentum and see if we can get a couple back here. Here's Lindley McAllister for the Eagles. Great pass to target for the Tigers. Set to the backside. Big block. Kylie Rader for the block kill. Waverly did a great job. Ran a great offense there, but Kylie's just so long. She is, don't have it on her roster. I think she is 6'1 or 6'2, and she is just her arms. She's just got a lot of length. Good pass there again by the Tigers. Set a little behind her. Lindley with a good pass to target. Set to the outside. Here's Kinley Baps, and she's going to be, or that's Braylon Bevins, but she's a little long also. So the serve back to the Tigers here. 17-15. Eagles in the lead. Jump serve here from Knight. Quillen to Beekman to the outside to Rader. Tigers with the easy dig there.
Kind of a right into the announcer's table.
Kind of a weird little chain of events there. Just no one really got the run on offense there, and Sydney Johnson was able to get on top of that one and find a hole. I mean, it wasn't like a. There's another ace for the Tigers.
17 all here. And we're all tied up.
All tied up. Here's Callie Knight. Jump serve. Short. Good pass from Quillen to target to the outside. We're just not swinging a lot. We have to keep dinking. I don't know if it's just sets or if we're just not that confident. Another kill by Sydney Johnson. Eagles got a hand on it, but
Tigers take their first lead of the game.
Yep.
Or of the set. Am I saying, is it a set?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, set.
I'll be told when I get home.
Yeah, we're just struggling right now. I think it's, we're talking about sets on both sides. Our both hitters are either having to reach for the ball behind them or the ball's too far in front. They have to drive it and dink it. We're just not getting a lot of great swings. Here's Knight again.
So
Good short serve.
Extends their lead to 2.
Yeah, see there again, Beekman, or Bevins, had to reach for that one. Another good job by Sydney Johnson. Just kind of rolled over it. Didn't have to hit or swing too hard on that one. Just rolled over it. And
another timeout for the Eagles.
Yep.
All righty, well, we're going to take it with them. You're listening to the Eastern Eagles Sports Network on Total Media Sports. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Do you want to stand out? Elizabeth's Custom Tees prints your ideas on shirts, hoodies, and more. From school teams to business branding or special events, we deliver vibrant custom designs with fast, friendly service. Wear your story with pride.
You love your favorite pro football team. They have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Pearson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interest of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all local courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the United States Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Offices today.
What?
Tigers serve. And as Mr. Day talks to
Sorry
the
about
athletic director, we got some kind of whistle and a point for the Eagles. 20-18.
Yeah, my apologies on that. I didn't realize we were back on air. Here's a jump serve from Lake and Gollett. Great serve. There's another ace.
So I guess, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree as far as Gullett goes.
Yeah.
I get to hear a lot about her mom and how good of an athlete she was back in school. I was told they're the dynamic duo with my wife and her mom, so get to hear a lot of those stories.
Yeah, definitely from another. We were talking about pedigrees earlier with Taryn Gillett. Lakin definitely comes from one of those as well.
Yeah.
Waiting on the call here.
The Eagles are celebrating.
Yeah, we got the. I was trying to watch them communicate, but still can't tell what exactly the call was.
Well, I'm running my mouth too, so.
Gollett again going to be just out. Yep, just out.
21-20. The Tigers are in the lead.
Here's Sadie Royster back for the Tigers. Short jump serve. Good job.
Oh, tried to save it.
Yeah, that was a great serve. Royster again. Long that time. Heavy Brown with a good pass to Gollett to the outside. Braylon Bevins. There we go.
Nice.
There we go. That might have been the best offense we've ran yet. Great pass to the target. Great set right where she needed it, and she just got on top of it and put it away. See if Braylon can keep it rolling here. Man, what a swing. What a swing. Sydney Johnson was the passer there to the right to target, and they just gave it right back to her, and she just put it away. 23-21, Tigers in the lead. Mallory Roberts back to serve. Quillen with a good pass to Gollett. Kimley Baps going to dink to the middle. Tigers with the dig, set to the outside. There's Johnson again, big block. Tigers keep it alive though. Quillen with the pass. Gollett to Grader, there she goes. There.
I thought I heard
I
the
did
whistle.
too. I think
For the Waverly
everybody in the
fans.
gym is somewhat confused because,
We got some angry
yeah,
cheers on the other side, but they gave that one to the Lady Eagles, 23-22. And I believe the Coach Henshaw for the Tigers, trying to get an explanation.
yeah, Tigers got their captain over there talking to the official. Like you said, Coach Henshaw here talking to the down judge.
Got some fan refs
Yeah.
in the stands giving their opinion.
And I think no matter which way they called that, someone was going to
Yeah.
be
Oh,
upset
yeah.
because there were so many things that happened, but it sounded like there was a whistle at some point. I thought they
I
were going to
heard
call
it.
a net call. I saw
Yeah.
the net move, and I thought someone was in the net, but they just let them keep playing, and then some of the kids stopped. Some of them didn't, and it was just a weird sequence.
Need to get that official a new whistle. Maybe it's not loud enough. But I mean, I heard it. I heard it over my headset, and
Right.
like you, I saw the net move, but I wasn't good. I'm not good enough to say what that was. But then I heard the whistle, but they just kept playing.
Yeah.
But I think it's all been sorted out. Maybe not. That down
Well,
judge
yeah,
is still
they're-
talking to the
yeah.
one. What is that? The up judge? The down judge and the up judge?
Yeah, the official,
The official.
the head official. And I'm sure there's some volleyball people that have maybe a more proper term, but
Well, I'm not one of those, so. I do promise this. I won't be hard on the officials like I was last year. I did get a little bit of grief for that. But, hey, I was all in last year.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, you had a vested interest there.
Yeah, we were
Your son was,
invested.
yeah. I'm shocked that they didn't even – I thought they might just replay the point, but it's going to stand. Eagles are going to take the point.
We'll take it.
And we're down. Yep. 22-23. There's Quillen with the serve. Knight with the pass to the middle, and another kill.
So this is match point, right?
Match point, yep. That was Abby Schrader for the Tigers. So back to serve here, Sydney Johnson, senior. She's been a big part of this first set here for the Tigers. Jump serve from Johnson is going to be long. Going to give us a chance. Eagles trailing 23-24. In the serve is freshman Belle Beekman.
I can't believe she's a freshman.
Yeah. Good pass from the Tigers to target. Set to the outside tonight. Eagles get their hand on it. Keep it alive. Great hustle play from Gollett. Quillen's going to send over the free ball. Tigers with the dig. Back to the outside. And a great swing and finds a hole. That's Taryn Gillett. And that's a hard hit to make sometimes. That cross-court attack and to keep it inside of the spiking line there. That's a hard thing to do, but she got on top of it and found that hole. Great job there.
After being down by almost 9 at one point, the Tigers have fought back, and they win this first set 25-23. So we're going to reset things here. We'll come back for set number 2 here on the Eastern Eagles Sports Network, presented by Total Media Sports. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Want your ride or business to stand out? At Graphic Creations in Waverly, we wrap it, you rock it. From vehicles to signs to storefronts, custom wraps that turn heads. Visit graphicreationsonline.com.
It takes determination to create a successful business. It's never easy, but always worth it. It takes making a leap of faith. It takes patience and late nights to reinvest in a startup. But it also takes asking for guidance from dependable people, all to turn a dream into a reality. It's not just about saving up. It's learning what it means to earn something for yourself, a few dollars at a time. It's about earning your independence. Every deposit, every goal, every step closer. It's more than just opening an account. It's opening the door to what's next. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Buying or selling? Let Brewster Real Estate and Auction in Waverly guide your next move. Trusted auctions, proven results. Visit brewsterauctions.com for listings and info. Buying or selling? Let Brewster Real Estate and Auction in Waverly guide your next move. Trusted auctions, proven results. Visit brewsterauctions.com for listings and info. Buying or selling? Let Brewster.
Alrighty, welcome back as we get ready to start the second set in this best of 5.
Best of 5, yeah.
Best of 5. The Tigers, man, the Eagles come out like a lion in that first one. I mean, they had a 9-point lead at one point, but the Tigers battled back to overtake the Eagles 25-23. So a good hard-fought battle by both teams, you know, for the Eagles to stay in it, for the Tigers to battle back and come away with the victory. Let's see if the Eagles can respond here.
Yeah, it was really a kind of a tale of two sets, you know, not to take away from either team, but early in the set, Waverly was making a lot of mental mistakes, and Eastern got a big lead, and then the second half of the set, it was kind of the other way around. Let's see if some of those mistakes are corrected here. Great job by Callie Rader, found the line there.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, both teams played well. So like I said, I don't want to take away from either team because they both made some great plays, especially there down the stretch too. Waverly was able to run some great offense and really put the game away there. So here's Lakin Gullett, jump serve to the back row. Tigers with a back row attack from Knight. Evie Brown with the dig. Lakin outside to Kinley Baps. Kinley with the long swing. There's the Tigers, another great offense. Set to the outside. And the Eagles are not going to be able to dig that one either. That was Sydney Johnson. This is where I wish we need a statistician of some sort or something because Sydney, I bet she has 5, 6, 7 kills already.
Well, I think once school starts, maybe we can get one of those kids in the media class to keep stats.
That'd be great.
Because I will be no help.
Here's Johnson again. Blocked from the Eagles, but it's going to go out of bounds. So Tigers going to take the point. Serving here for the Tigers is number 2, Sadie Royster. Short serve. Good pass from Baps. Set to the outside. Braylon Bevins. Tigers going to get a piece of it. They are going to be able to send back just real short. I don't think that's what she intended to do, but she was able to keep the ball alive. That's what you do sometimes. You get in those situations, you keep it alive, and you don't know what's going to happen. But
well, the Tigers on a bit of a roll here, 3-1.
It was Abby Schrader there going to pick up that kill for the Tigers. Sadie Royster serving again. Long serve that time. That's really hard as a defender, serve like that. You know, last time she had a really short, soft serve, and then next time she sends a bullet right at your face. That's difficult. So great job there serving by Royster. Here she is again. Another bullet serve. Brown's going to struggle with that. Eagles going to send the free ball. Good pass from Knight. Jump set. Great job there by the Tigers. Johnson again.
So that means it'll be 5-1 again here. The Tigers coming out like a lion on this set.
Good pass there from Brown that time. Gullett to the outside. There's Kinley Baps. Good dig from the Tigers. Back to the outside to Johnson. She's going to hammer it, but it's out, but there's going to be a net call. Not sure which one that was, but one of the Eagles there was in the net, so Tigers going to keep their streak going here. Thought we were going to catch a break there when she turned on that and took it to the outside, but good pass from Brown. Gullett. Braylon Bevins. Bevins going to drive to the back corner, and it's going to be outside of that antenna, and she's out, and it's going to be out. Another point for the Tigers. Substitution here for the Eagles. Leah Rader in for Braylon Bevins.
They got awful quiet.
Royster again for the Tigers. Good pass by Brown. Good set from Gullett. Here's Kinley Baps. There we go. I've been waiting on that. She's gotten a few swings in. They've been able to dig her attack so far, but she can pound the ball. She's a freshman too, and she finally found a hole there across court.
That can't be fun having one of those things coming at your face.
Right, right. Talk about another, volleyball pedigree. Kinley's mom was an outstanding player here at Eastern as well. Bevins back in on the serve. Good pass from the Tigers, set to the outside. Great job there. That was Abby Schrader with the kill.
8-2.
In serving here for the Tigers is Mallory Roberts. Good pass from Braylon Bevins. Lakin Gullett outside. Libby Ward. Dig from the Tigers. Set to the outside. There's Johnson again. Great job. Right down Power Alley. So it's going to make it 9-2 for the Tigers. And there's going to be an Eagle timeout.
I think someone's here to see you.
Yeah, I saw that. I was trying not to ignore, but
we got a timeout here. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back for some more Eastern Eagles volleyball in 30 seconds.
Looking to take your business to the next level? Diversion Technology in Piketon, Ohio is your hometown partner for innovative IT solutions, web development, and tech support. Call today or visit diversiontech.com, where local service meets big results.
Looking for quality auto parts that you can trust? Well, head to Bobst Auto Parts and Salvage, serving the community since 1978. From hard-to-find used parts to new components, Bobst has everything that you need to keep your ride running right.
Hey, welcome back. 9-2. Tigers still have the serve.
Yeah, we just have not been able to get into our offense. It's just been, for a set and a half now, that's been the story. So hopefully we can get this turned around. Mallory Roberts serving still for the Tigers. Good pass from Bevins. Gullett outside to Libby Ward. Another dink. She found the hole that time.
There we go.
Found the hole that time. So it makes it 10-3. Tigers still in the lead. Aubrey Quillen back to serve here for the Eagles.
Looks like Lindley McAllister checked in for the Eagles.
Good job there.
That's my only contribution to this. Who checks in?
Good serve there from Aubrey Quillen. Knight made a pretty good pass. It was just a little high for the setter, but it's kind of a difficult serve to handle there. Here's Quillen again.
A little short.
Going to be short, yep. That's the thing we have. Other than that when the game first started, we went on that run. I think it was like 6-1. But since then, we haven't really been able to make a real big run. It's a point or two, and then we would, it's a side out, and Waverly has a serve again. And they've been able to take advantage of that and make some runs. Here's the Tigers again to the outside. Knight with the swing. I thought the Eagles had a block there, but it came down on our side. So Knight's going to get the kill. Eagles going to go up 12-4 here in the second set. Correction, Tigers going to go up 12-4 here in the second set. Here's Johnson. Quillen's pass over to Bevins. Bevins going to set to the outside, cross court. That's Bapst. Waverly with a good dig and set.
Oh, nice.
Good block there by McAllister. Keeps it alive. Quillen's going to try to send it to the back row, but Waverly's right there. Set to the outside. And that's Taryn Gillett going to get the kill for the Tigers.
I can see the frustration on these Lady Eagles' faces right now. It's a 13-4.
Yep. Here's Johnson again. Good pass to target. Lindley McAllister with a big swing. There we go. I don't think, we have not set Lindley too much. I don't think it's by design. It's just she hadn't had a lot of opportunities yet tonight, but she's hit the ball hard. I think both times that she's been able to get the ball set to her. So maybe we can get something there and get her going. And here's Beekman. Good pass from the back row. Outside for the Tigers. It's going to be just a little long. Oh, in. Was called in. Tigers pick up the point, 14-5. Serving here for the Tigers is libero number 14, Hadley Ramsey. Bevins with the pass. Beekman, back row attack from Bevins. Johnson with the dig. Good set. A little tight to the net. Good hustle play there by Quillen. Outside the lake and Gullett. Good block by the Tigers. Good reaction time from Gullett. Little net battle there.
Way too hard on that one.
Hit too hard in the net also, so either way it was going to be ours. But that was a good just hustle play on both sides, back and forth there. And there's another one we haven't really been able to get the ball to a whole lot yet. Lakin hadn't had a lot of swings. Had a couple early on, and she had to just kind of dink the ball over because the set wasn't quite where it needed to be. But we need to get her going too.
So
Abby Brown,
14-6. Oh.
Good vision there by the setter, Taryn Gillett. Saw that hole in her peripheral vision, was able to just drop it over and take that point. 15-6, Tigers. Gillett back to serve. Pass from Quillen to Beekman. Beekman to the outside. There's Bevins going to try to roll over on it. Good pass from the libero. Set to the outside. Here's Knight. Eagles with their hand on it. Knight's not going to be able to get back to that ball, and it's going to drop. I'm not sure which of our two blockers there got their hands on it, but they're going to come up with a block kill there. And 15-7. Need to make a run here. I'm going to try to cut into this lead. Linda Collister deep to Johnson. Johnson with the pass. Set to the outside. Knight cross court. Beekman with the dig. Braylon Bevins going to keep it alive. There's Callie Rader. There we go.
Good job.
Good job, Callie.
Callie's the younger of the Rader sisters, right?
Yes, Callie's she's another freshman. I haven't said that already. Another freshman out there, and she's just so long. You watch her swing there, and just a lot of length and able to get on top of the ball. And Linda Collister serving for the Eagles. Johnson pass to target, set to the middle. Hey, Waverly's going to be able to keep that block alive. Brown to Beekman, back to Kinley Bapst. Correction, that was Braylon Beekman, blocked from the Tigers. They're going to be able to get an outside attack. It's going to be long. So there's another point.
Yeah, good, 15-9. You know, you mentioned those freshmen. I believe the 8th grade volleyball team this year has got quite a bit of talent on it as well.
They do, actually. 7th and 8th grade both picked up their first win over South Webster last night. Really close, they both 1 and 2, but they were close sets. And big block kill, Callie Rader. Good job. Makes it 15-10 Tigers. But yeah, Webster's always a strong program, and they both 1 and 2, but they were all hard-fought sets. So good win for our middle school program last night.
So my point in saying that is, looks like, the Eastern volleyball program is going to be pretty well stocked for a few years.
Looks like we've got a lot of talent for a long time. So that play there, I was kind of waiting there. That's why I hesitated, because I wasn't sure what they were going to call. So Waverly's set came across the net to our side but went out. I think the gym was expecting a net call, but it never did come. So that's what happened there on that last play, and the Eagles picked up another point. So 15-11.
All righty, we're here at a timeout by Waverly. We'll be back here on the Eastern Eagle Sports Network in 30 seconds.
Need timber services in Southern Ohio? Thornsberry Forest Products in Beaver buys standing timber and timberland, plus offers custom sawing, firewood, and expert tree service. Call 740-222-0070 today.
Alrighty, welcome back. 15-11, the Tigers up over the Eagles thus far here in set number 2. Waverly 1-0 for this game. It'll be Eagles serve.
Collister serve, passed by Johnson. Tigers going to have to just push it over. Eagles send it right back.
Oh.
Didn't work out for us, though.
It's about crashed into the line judge there.
Yeah, Waverly kind of off balance there, just kind of sent that over, had a chance to, run our offense, but we sent it right back to them. Didn't run the offense, and they were able to find that hole in the back corner. Jump serve here from Knight. Gollett's pass to Beekman to the outside. Actually, Bevan's going to take that from the middle. Good dig from the Tigers. Good set. Johnson's going to go across court. Hustle play by Gollett. Sent over by Brown. Tigers with a good hustle play. And Knight, great back row attack, but the Eagles with a big dig. Keep it alive. Outside to Johnson. Blocked by Bevans. Here's Johnson again. Going to try to go cross court. Beekman back outside to Bevans. Bevans going to drive cross court for the Eagles.
Eagles got to get a point out of this.
Got to get one. Yep, this is a big play right here. Big volley. Going to have to send back the free ball. Johnson on the outside for the Tigers in the net. In the net.
I don't know how she dug that out of the court. I mean, she got her hand in there just at the right time.
Yep.
I thought for sure it hit the court.
And you're right. You kind of called that mid volley there, but those long volleys, you got to win those. Those are big momentum swings. Mm-hmm. You win one like that, it can get you on a roll. And
16-12.
Yep. Here's Gollett. Hard jump serve. Catch at the top of the net. Waverly, great hustle play to keep it alive. Johnson's going to send it over. Chance to run our offense. Lake and the Callie Raider blocked by the Tigers, and it's going to be a block kill for Sadie Royster. Good timing there on Royster's part. And Tigers going to go back up 5, 17-12. Royster back to serve. Brown's pass right to target. Galt to the outside. Here's Callie Raider again. Good job on top of it, but just turned on it a little bit too much. She had that hole. It was there. Just turned on it a little bit too much and took it out of bounds. Here's Royster again for the Tigers. Jump serve, short serve. Good job from Bapst. Pass was a little bit behind the spiking line. Eagles able to get it over. Chance here. Old Lake and Gallett's going to go for that back corner. Great effort from the Tigers, but they're not going to be able to send it back in 3. Great vision there by Lakin. Tigers sent us a free ball. I thought she was just going to run the offense, but being the setter, that's probably the smart thing to do. Instead of taking herself out of the play, she just looked for that hole in the back corner, and Tigers couldn't keep it alive, and Eagles get the point. Here's Braylon Bevans. Jump serve. Looking for that back corner again. There's an ace. Good job by Bevans.
18-14. Like to see a come from behind victory here.
Bevins again. A little shorter serve that time. Good pass a little bit tight to the net. Waverly's going to be able to send it back over with the ding. Ward to the outside. Kinley Bapst. Great hustle play there by the Tiger libero. Back outside to Johnson. Blocked by the Eagles, but it's going to fall. Well, I believe it fell. Yeah, the Tigers going to take the point. The official on the stand pointed our direction. But it was on the Tiger side, so it is the Tiger point. Short serve there. Pass from Raider. Gullet over to Kinley Bapst. Looking for that middle hole. Tigers with the dig outside to Johnson. Dug by Bapst. Bevins keeps it alive. Bapst going to send the free ball over. Good pass from Knight to the setter. That's Mallory Roberts. Eagles with a big dig outside to Kinley Bapst. Great job there getting around the antenna to keep that in. Here's Johnson again. Big rally again here, or big volley. Bapst to the back row. Tigers pass the target outside to Johnson. Eagles with the block, but again, she's just powering it through that senior strength. And, you know, we've got a couple freshmen and a sophomore on this side, and those blocks just keep falling on our side.
20-14.
Mallory Roberts serve. Braylon Bevins to Lakin Gullet outside to Libby Ward. Waverly's passing's been pretty good. Been able to run some great offense here. Pass outside for the Libby again. Knight from the back row for the Tigers. Quillen with the dig. Going to go back over the top. That's right where Johnson wanted it. That dig was just a little strong right back up over the net. Just kind of served it up for her, and Johnson put it away. Eagles going to take a timeout, trailing 21-14 here in the second set.
All right, we'll take it with them here. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Need timber services in Southern Ohio? Thornsberry Forest Products in Beaver buys standing timber and timberland, plus offers custom sawing, firewood, and expert tree service. Call 740-222-0070 today.
Alrighty, welcome back. 21-14, Tigers up. Set number 2. Tigers up 1-0.
Tiger server Mallory Roberts, back row Bevins. There's Libby Ward. Eagles struggling there. Bapst is going to send it over. Waverly's going to get to run their offense to Johnson, and again another kill from Johnson. I'm sure she's in double digits at this point.
22-14.
Roberts served to Ward. Lakin Gullet tries to take it over. Here's Ward again, going to keep it alive. Back row attack from Braylon Bevins. Tigers going to get the ball to the outside to Johnson, but she's not going to be able to keep that in.
So the Eagles get a point, 22-15.
If they're going to make a run, they need to do it now. See if Aubrey Quillen can get something started here for the Eagles. Jump serve from Quillen. Good pass from the Tigers outside. Good swing dug by Bevins. Lakin Gullet outside to Kinley Bapst. Bapst with a good swing dug by the Tigers. Back row attack from Knight in the net. 22-16. Quillen again. Long serve, going to be
Just a little too
out.
long.
Just kind of sailed on her and kept going and kept rising. And 16-23. Tigers in the lead. Johnson back to serve for the Tigers. Short jump serve. Quillen pass going to be handled by McAllister. Bevin's going to drive the ball. Tigers with the dig. Set to the outside. There's Knight with the big attack. Dug by Bevins. Gullet keeps it alive. Quillen's going to send over the free ball. Tigers pass to the setter is just a little tight. Roberts couldn't really do much with it. Tried to push it on over, but just a little out of her reach there. So Eagles get the point. 23-17 Tigers. Beekman in the serve. Pass from Waverly, back row attack by Johnson. She sees a hole, but Lakin Gullett's right there. Beekman back out to Gullett. Looking for that back corner again. Waverly's going to keep it alive. Knight with the attack. Set to Beekman, then the Ward. Another good dig from the Tigers. Tiger setter Roberts going to send it on over. Here's Lakin Gullett outside to Liberty Ward. She's going to look for that hole. Wow. Great hustle by Johnson. Bevins, Beekman, McAllister blocked, dug by Gullett. Quillen looking for the back corner. Roberts keeps it alive. Waverly back row attack from Johnson. Beekman outside to Gullett. Another flat-footed attack. Good dig from Johnson. Pass to the middle, set to the middle. Opportunity right here. Here's Beekman outside to Gullett. Waverly looked like they got a hand on it. Let him play it.
Somebody didn't like that.
Yeah.
On the other side.
Back and forth, and
looks like
just
miscommunication.
Yep,
there.
lack of communication there. Long volley, great hustle plays, and just a lapse in communication.
Match point here.
Yep.
24-17.
Waverly wanted that. I think they thought it was 4 hits, but I think they may have been shielded. The official was between some of those. I think Lakin got a hand on it as a blocker, or their blocker got a hand on it, and then Lakin sent it right back over, and it looked like our 4th hit, or even a double hit, but I think their blocker got a hand on that. Serve here from the Tigers. Set to Lindley McAllister. Lakin Gullett going to try to put it away. Set back to Lakin. There she goes again, but in the net. And that's going to be it for set number 2.
25-17 as the Tigers go up 2-0 here in this best of 5. You're listening to Total Media Sports. This is the Eastern Eagles Sports Network and Lady Eagle Volleyball back in 2 minutes.
You love your favorite pro football team. They have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Pearson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interest of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all local courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the United States Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Offices today.
Do you want to stand out? Elizabeth's Custom Tees prints your ideas on shirts, hoodies, and more. From school teams to business branding or special events, we deliver vibrant custom designs with fast, friendly service. Wear your story with pride.
Want your ride or business to stand out? At Graphic Creations in Waverly, we wrap it, you rock it. From vehicles to signs to storefronts, custom wraps that turn heads. Visit GraphicCreationsOnline.com.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com. Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts.
Alrighty, welcome back. Set number 3, Waverly with a 2-0 lead here tonight in this best of 5. Got a little Sweet Caroline playing, thanks to Mr. Bevins.
It's funny how that song caught on. Our kids latched onto that. He started playing that probably 4 or 5 years ago at ball games.
I love it.
Yeah, and the kids just love it, and it's fun. And
I'm assuming when he does these, he does it at the last set between the
I think after the second set in volleyball. Basketball, okay. It's always at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, we usually try to stay live when that happens, but I didn't know about it this time. This is Rockin' Roger's favorite song.
All right, here we go. Third set, Lakin Gullett's going to start off with a serve. It goes long. Waverly up 1-0, so there's Sadie Royster back to serve for the Tigers. Royster's pass received by Bapst, outside to Rader. Great job there by Callie Rader. Waverly able to get a piece of it, but just a piece, and it's going to sail out of bounds on the Waverly side. So 1-1. Jump serve here from Braylon Bevins. Dug by Sadie Royster. Gillett's pass to Johnson, or set to Johnson. Eagles back to the outside. Libby Ward going to be blocked by Johnson. Raiders going to set backwards to Kinley Bapst. Dug by Sadie Royster. Outside to Johnson, but the set's going to carry over the net, and either Liberty Ward or Callie Rader, one of the dudes, just put it away. It just came right to them, and they just dropped it right there in front of Johnson. Eagles up 2-1. Bevins jump serve, received by Johnson. Waverly tries to keep it alive. They're not going to be able to get that back in 3, so I think that's going to go down as an ace for Bevins.
Eagles looking good so far. They need to buckle down and get 3 in a row.
They've dug a hole here, so it's going to be a long fight. They're going to make the fight to come back. Great job there by Rader, getting her hand on it. Bapst to Gullett, back to Ward, who looks for that hole. And Waverly going to fall on the Waverly side. He's going to call it out. I think the ball came up and hit the net outside of the antenna. So great vision there from Liberty Ward to see that hole there, and Waverly just wasn't able to come up with. Great effort. Wasn't able to come up with it, though. (4-1) Eagles. Here's Bevins, jump serve, short serve this time. Waverly's right there. Knight's going to set outside to Johnson. A little off the net. Johnson still with a good attack and not able to come up with it. Yep. Eagles got to talk there. Quillen, that's about all she can do, all you can ask for there. A great dig, got it in front of the spiking line, but just some miscommunication there. Lakin wasn't able to get all the way across the court as the setter, and no one else helped her out. So there's Quillen with a good pass to Lakin Gullett. Outside, Liberty Ward. Good dig from the Tigers. Set from Gillett. Good swing there in the middle. Liberty Ward back to Callie Rader. Dig from Knight. Roberts is going to get it up for Johnson, and there's another kill from Johnson.
Waverly powering back 4-3. Waverly still trails by 1. Let's hope the Eagles can get on a good run here. I'm cool with doing another 3 games.
Yeah. There's Royster's serve. Eagles going to have to, end up getting the attack there from Bapst. Set outside to Johnson. Blocked by Rader. Tigers try to send it right back, but it's going to sail out of bounds, and Eagles pick up the point. I wasn't expecting Kinley to be able to swing at that. I thought we were going to have to send a free ball over, but she was able to put enough on it. Kind of threw the Tigers off, and they didn't get to run the offense I think they wanted to. So good job there by Kinley to get an attack when it probably could have been a free ball. Kelly Wells in for the Eagles, and her first serve is going to go long. Makes it 5-4. Back to serve for the Tigers here is Sydney Johnson. Tigers have a nice core of seniors there, Royster and Johnson and Roberts, and mix in a couple of those other underclassmen. They've got a good little group there. Liberty Ward with the attack for the Eagles. Tigers going to give it back to Johnson, dug by Bevins. Lakin Gullett outside, that's Kinley Bapst. Good dig there by Hadley Ramsey. Knight with the big swing down the line and
all tied up.
Buries it. 5-5. Yeah, Hadley Ramsey's had a lot of good passes and digs there down the stretch, too. She's just a freshman for the Tigers. Here's Sydney Johnson. Pass from Quillen right to Lakin Gullett. She tries to find the hole, but Roberts is there. Set outside, and Knight has just hammered the ball all night, and she just saw that hole and just dropped it right over top of our blockers. Good vision there by the freshman. 6-5, Tigers lead, third set. Quillen with the pass. Gullett back set to Kinley Bapst, blocked by the Tigers. Dug up by McAllister. Eagles send it over. Here's good looking offense by the Tigers, but it's going to go out. That was Abby Schrader hitting middle there for the Tigers, but not able to keep it in. So 6-6. Serving for the Eagles is Belle Beekman. Ramsey not able to control that one. Beekman's going to get an ace. Eagles back in the lead. 7-6. Beekman again. Good pass from the Tigers to the middle, back row. Aubrey Quillen to Belle Beekman. Not going to be able to get an attack on that. Some miscommunication there. Waverly to the outside. Dug by Beekman. Liberty Ward's going to set it or bump it up for Lakin Gallett, actually, and Lakin's going to get a kill. Good job.
Nice.
Good job.
8-6.
That was a good job. Libby wasn't really able to position herself to set that. Bell was the one with the dig, the setter, so she took herself out. So Libby just put it in a place where Lakin could just go get it, and that's exactly what Lakin did. So good job there by Libby. Beekman serve. Got behind there just a little bit. Waverly able to get a great pass and set there tonight on Beekman's serve and get the point right back. Eagles up 8-7. Back into serve is the Waverly libero, Hadley Ramsey. Serve taken by Bevins outside to Lakin Gallett, looking for that hole again. Waverly's going to have to send a free ball. There's Lindley McAllister. Beekman outside to Gallett, another free ball. Waverly pass. Finally get it to see an attack there by Knight. Not sure that ball made it over, but they let it play. Here's Lakin Gallett. Blocked by the Tigers. Lakin sends it right back. Set to the outside. There's Knight again. Blocked by Libby Ward, and it's going to be a block kill.
Yeah, you mentioned you didn't know if it went over or not. I don't know enough about the sport, but that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, it looked like it caught the top of the net and came
Yeah.
right back, and I didn't see anyone get their hand on it, but of course, you know, I'm not in a position to see that either down that net. You know, that's why the officials are
That's
positioned
right,
where
yeah.
they are, but just didn't look like anyone was able to get a hand on it. So here's Evie Brown, jump serve. Passed just a little behind there. Going to get a back row from Johnson from the Tigers. There's Braylon Bevins for the Eagles. Good job. Good job. That was a tough to handle attack, and Mallory Roberts just couldn't do anything with it. Eagles get the point.
So 10-7.
Here's Evie Brown again, another freshman for the Eagles. Jump serve, Johnson's pass. Gillett outside. Big block from Braylon Bevins.
block.
Another block kill. Seen a lot of double blocking from the Eagles, too, on the outside, and it's been paying off here in this set.
All right, we got a timeout by the Tigers. 11-7 here. It's set number 3. We'll be back. 30 seconds.
It takes determination to create a successful business. It's never easy, but always worth it. It takes making a leap of faith. It takes patience and late nights to reinvest in a startup. But it also takes asking for guidance from dependable people. All to turn a dream into a reality. People's Bank. Working together, building success.
Alrighty, welcome back. 11-7, set number 3. Waverly up 2-0 here. Looking to get the sweep from the Eagles. The Eagles got something to say about that. Hopefully, I'd like to get 3 good wins here by the Eagles. Come off with a victory.
Yep, here's Brown again. Johnson, great pass to their setter. Good set tonight. That
You're saying it was in.
called it in, yep. I was waiting. He looked to the line judge, and I was waiting to see what she called there, but
Well, the coach thought it was out. She was doing that.
yeah. Here's Gillett back to serve for the Tigers. Jump serve from Gillett, a little short. Brown does a good job handling, getting it to Beekman. Beekman to Gullet. Good dig there from Ramsey. Tigers going to try to find that back corner on the drive. Back set from Beekman to Kinley Babst. Dug up by the Tigers. Set to the outside. Here's Knight. Great dig by Quillen. Beekman outside Lakin Gullet. And just going to be a little long.
So 11-10.
Set just
Did I miss the point?
I think she was quick on. I think she already had it up there.
Okay.
Yep. Good pass there from Quillen to Beekman. Set to Gullet in the middle. Big dig there by Ramsey. Tigers going to get a back row attack from Johnson. Good pass from Brown. Back set. Braylon Bevins finds the hole.
12-9.
We've got a handful of Braylons in our building. Braylon Beekman is a offensive lineman for our football team, but that was Braylon Bevins there.
Lots of Beekmans.
Yeah, and Beekmans, right? Lots of Bevins, lots of Beekmans. Here's Waverly again looking for that middle hole. Evie Brown keeps it alive. Callie Rader going to send it over. Ramsey to her setter. Gillett outside tonight, and that's going to go long. Waverly coach wanting to touch that time.
The Waverly coach doesn't like it. She's got her head in her hands.
Yep.
13-9. A lot of chirping over across the way.
McAllister serve, passed by Johnson. Eagles able to keep that alive. Callie Rader's going to send it over. Here's Gillett. Big swing there by Sadie Royster. Not anything the Eagles could do with that one. That was a powerful. She swung with a purpose there, it looked like.
So 13-10.
Here's Knight, jump serve. Collins pass, Beekman outside to Rader. Rader's going to have to roll over it. Ramsey helps out there on the Waverly side. Something happened there. They lack of communication or got crossed up with one another and wasn't able to get a set and run an offense there. So 14-10 Eagles. Lakin Gollett back to serve.
Eagles doing a good job battling here.
Ooh, good serve. Lakin with another ace. 15-10.
Looks like Ramsey couldn't do anything with that one. We talked about, the Eagle sports last year, and I did see a new college athlete walk into the building in Wyatt Richardson playing for the Rio Grande football team this year.
Yep, saw him walk in again a minute ago. Got a few of them playing a few different places.
Yes, we do, and Rio Grande, they got that football program this year that's going to be covered here on Total Media Sports. So as soon as they get their games going, it's pretty exciting for Rio Grande. Looks
great.
like Waverly Point there on that one.
Yeah, had an Eagle in the net. Yeah, it's going to be exciting to get a chance to watch, why it's close. Obviously, Rio Grande's not far, but if you're not going to be able to make it in person, you flip on Total Media and watch Wyatt that way.
Voice of the Red Storm.
Yeah.
Had a lot of our boys get offers to play there.
Yeah. Here's Sadie Royster. Evie Brown's pass going to be taken by Gullett. Rader again, going to send it over. Knight outside of Johnson on the Tiger side. Big block by Rader. Waverly going to send a free ball back. Need to run some offense here. Here's Brown, Lakin Gullett. Outside, Kinley Baps. No, Braylon Bevins. Those two, I've gotten them confused all night. But that was a great approach and just a great swing from Braylon Bevins.
It's the hair.
It is the hair. It's similar, colored hair and height, and they're both just super athletes. So
16-11.
There's Bevins, jump serve. Knight pass to Gillett. There's Johnson. Rader able to get her hands on it, but it's going to make its way to our side. And kind of a struggle that she wasn't able to get her hands. She was kind of turned sideways and wasn't able to get her hands turned over the net there and to get that to drop back on the Waverly side.
Got a nice pep section here. Nice crowd, too.
Yeah, and it's
before the school year starts.
Right, and football team went late tonight because of the heat, so they're not able to be here. So yeah, given that they're not here and the school hasn't started yet, it's a good little pep section down there. Great volley here going on, back and forth, some net action, battle at the net, and Waverly's going to get that ball to drop. That was just a scrappy hustle play, back and forth. Just battle at the net, and Waverly ended up able to make the most of it. Waverly's down. Eagles up 16-13 here. Bevins pass. Lakin Gullett set. There's Callie Rader.
Right in there.
Big kill.
Hole.
Big kill. And she really didn't get a full swing on it either. It was a little tight, so she kind of short-armed it, but just saw the hole and just almost like poked it right where she wanted it to be and got the kill. 17-13 Eagles. Kelly Wells in to serve. Knight with the pass for the Tigers. Set. But to Johnson. Blocked. 2 blocks in a row by McAllister. Waverly
saved
think
it.
this is going to be that was
Oh,
fourth hit. Yeah, I thought that was their fourth hit. So Waverly had great hustle. Did a great effort over there, or had a great effort over there, but just couldn't get it back over in three. And Eagles another point, 18-13.
and we got another point, 19-13.
And a timeout by the Tigers.
All righty, we'll take it with them, 19-13. We'll be back here on Total Media Sports in 30 seconds.
Buying or selling? Let Brewster Real Estate and Auction in Waverly guide your next move. Trusted auctions, proven results. Visit brewsterauctions.com for listings and info. Buying or selling?
All righty, welcome back. 19-13, Eagles up here in set number 3. Tigers have a 2-0 lead tonight. Eagles looking to keep themselves alive and get their first set victory of the evening if they can hold on to this lead.
Wells, pass received by Knight. Right back to the net. Waverly able to send it back here. Here was Kinley Baps, long, but it's in. I knew she got it over the Waverly defender's head, but I didn't know if it'd stay in, but she was able to keep that just inside the line. Eagles here first to 20, up 20-13. Here's Wells again. Pass from the Tigers. It's Mallory Roberts, back set to Johnson. Blocked by McAllister. Here's Knight again, going to try to drop it over. Good job for Gullett. Ward to McAllister. Dug by the Tigers. To the middle, that's Johnson again, and that's going to be long. 21-13.
I talked about it before, but again, every time Eastern makes a serve, the pep section, they're really loud. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Love how the community supports the Eagles.
Long serve there by Wells. Going to make it 21-14. Eagles. Yeah, and it's this is a volleyball school. It always has been, and we love our volleyball here, and so people show up, and our kids love it. It's a fun game to watch, and like you said, it's good to see them here supporting each other before the school year starts. Eagles going to send the free ball back over the Tigers. Johnson with the swing for the Tigers. It's going to be long again. 22-14.
But, this community, they come out and support all of Eastern sports, every one of them. Baseball, softball always had a good little crowd. Obviously basketball, girls and boys, every game I called always had a good crowd. Football, volleyball, it's nice.
Yeah. Tigers going to send the free ball back on Beekman's serve. Libby Ward to Beekman, back to Ward. Ward going to look for that back line. Officials called it out, overruled the line judge. The Waverly crowd. They know our line judge down there. They give each other a hard time.
I've been waiting for the right time to say that.
Right,
Come on, Mom.
Here's Lake and Gullett on the outside. Big swing, good dig there by Ramsey. Set to the outside, that's Knight for the Tigers. Eagles got a hand on it, but it's going to drop before Belle Beekman can get to it. So Waverly hanging on, 22-16.
Yeah, Jess will go back and watch this too, so I was going to give her a hard time at some point here for being the line judge.
Libby Ward trying to find a hole there. Got it.
Yeah, got it.
Chopped it just over the Waverly blockers, and Johnson wasn't able to get to it. 23-16. I didn't think that one was going to drop, but good job there by Libby. Here's Evie Brown for the Eagles. Jump serve from Brown. Low to the net. Knight with the pass. There's Ramsey. Back row attack from Johnson. Great job. Back row kill. Makes it 23-17 Eagles. Gillett serve taken by Bevins. Beekman back set to McAllister. Johnson with the dig. Here's Gillett. Looking for Royster. Royster sends the Eagles, going to send it right back. There's Gillett again. Now to Knight on the outside. Tipped by the Eagles. Brown's dig taken by Quillen. Free ball sent over by McAllister. There's Ramsey for the Tigers. Set and a kill by Sadie Royster.
23-18. This stresses me out. And
Good
my
thing.
heart's pumping the whole time.
Yeah,
Like,
the whole time.
I'm not even out there.
Some good athletes on both sides here.
Oh, my
Both teams got
goodness,
some great
yes.
athletes. Here's Gillett. Taken by Quillen. Pass or set for Beekman to McAllister. Blocked by Knight. Block kill for the Tigers. 23-19. Just need a side out here. Your side out makes it game point for us. So just got to stop this Waverly run here. Gillett serve to Quillen. Beekman's going to set outside to Bevins. Bevins looking to go down line. There it is.
Got it.
There's the point for the Eagles. Makes it 24-19.
It's a game point.
Callister serve, looking to take the first game of the night for the Eagles. Back set to Knight. Blocked by the Eagles, but it's going to go out of bounds.
24-20.
Serving for the Tigers, number 12. That's Knight. Taken by Quillen. Beekman set. Lake and Gollett looking to block the
That's
butt by.
over. That's it.
Tipped by the Tigers. Sorry, I got a little tongue twisted there. Tipped by the Tigers, and Lakin went right back up, put it away, and took the point in the game for the Eagles.
All right, 25-20. So it's 2-1 here. We'll be back for set number 4 here on the Eastern Eagles Radio Network in a couple minutes.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Looking to take your business to the next level? Diversion Technology in Piketon, Ohio is your hometown partner for innovative IT solutions, web development, and tech support. Call today or visit diversiontech.com, where local service meets big results.
Looking for quality auto parts that you can trust? Well, head to Bobst Auto Parts and Salvage, serving the community since 1978. From hard-to-find used parts to new components, Bobst has everything that you need to keep your ride running right.
Legal challenges? Chase Brown Law provides dedicated, personalized legal services to guide you through. Chase Brown Law, your advocate for justice and peace of mind. Looking for that old school sweet treat? Come on down to Emma's Frosty Cream in Beaver, Ohio. From soft serve cones to fresh baked pizza, Emma's is the hometown favorite. Emma's Frosty Cream. Visit today and cool down the right way.
Alrighty, welcome back. Set number 4. Waverly Tigers up 2-1 on the evening. It was all Eastern in the last one. They went up 25-20. Like I said earlier, I'd like to see Eastern go 3-0 here the next couple sets to come up with a victory.
Yeah, and that's the first step. You get in that 2-0 hole. You can't try to win 3 games all at once. You know, it's one game at a time and one play at a time, one volley at a time, and they did that. They battled back, got that first win in, and so made it 2-1. Let's see if we can get one more here, and
then we got a game.
Yep. Well, here we go. Back to open up for the Tigers is number 12, Callie Knight. Serve taken by Aubrey Quillen. There's Beekman on the set. Braylon Bevins taking it over for the Eagles. Here's Johnson back for the Tigers, and another kill for Johnson. So Tigers jump out to the first lead of the 4th game here. Jump serve here by Knight. Quillen again, good pass. There's Bell Beekman, Braylon Bevins. Tipped by the Tigers. Tigers going to keep it alive, get it outside to Johnson. Another kill for Johnson. That was a good heads-up athletic play by Johnson. The Tigers just kind of had a, almost like a tipped ball. After that first dig, they just kind of tipped it up for her, and she made a quick adjustment and able to get a kill. Here's Knight again, Quillen to Beekman. Beekman going to keep it alive without getting in the net. Gullett looking for that back line, but it's going to be long. Yep.
So the Tigers 3-0.
Knight again, and there's a serve in the net. So the Eagles on the board after that service error there by the Tigers. Makes it 3-1 Tigers. Serving now for the Eagles, jump serve, Lake and Gullett. Good pass there by Royster to her setter, Gillett. Out to Johnson. Blocked there by Braylon Bevins. Makes it 3-2. Here's Lake and Gullett for the Eagles, another jump serve. Knight, good pass to Gillett, outside again to Johnson. Eagles with the block, gonna send it back, but it's gonna be out. Down judge called that before it even hit the floor. I think it went outside the antenna and made it an easy call. Here's Royster for the Tigers, pass by Baps. Gullett outside to Rader, and it's gonna fall out of bounds. Again, just some of our sets just aren't quite where our hitters need them to be. Callie wasn't really able to extend and get on top of that. Had to just kind of roll over top of it. And another miscommunication cue there by the Eagles. Don't want to get too far behind here. 6-2 in the fourth game. There's an ace for Royster. Makes it 7-2. Eagles struggling here to get something going. Need to get a side out here and get the serve back. Royster serve. Pass by Baps. Gullett outside. Here's Rader. And into the net. Yep. 8-2. And there's a timeout by the Eagles. I figured that was coming soon.
8-2. All righty, well, we'll go ahead and take a break here. We'll be back on the Eastern Eagles Sports Network in 30 seconds.
Looking for quality auto parts that you can trust? Well, head to Bobst Auto Parts and Salvage, serving the community since 1978. From hard-to-find used parts to new components, Bobst has everything that you need to keep your ride running right.
All righty, welcome back. Eagle timeout. Looking over the rosters here, Robbie, you can definitely tell that Waverly is an older team. Lots of juniors and seniors and some little inexperience over on the eastern side. But I tell you what, I've been super impressed with the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, and
despite the 2-1.
Right, and you're right. Waverly's got a lot of experience. There's another ace there by Royster. Waverly has a lot of athletic, experienced juniors and seniors, and Eastern's got a lot of freshmen out there, and I think they're still going to have a great year, but there's going to be a learning curve. It's a big difference. Royster served there in the net. And not to say that it's over yet. They're still out there battling.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
Just looking at the arc of the season, eighth grade's very different from varsity volleyball.
Yes, it is. I mean, because you're basically playing almost 18-year-olds.
Right.
Once you get to that high school level. But, like I said, this Eastern team is very athletic, and it's impressive.
Mm-hmm. It's Quill and back row tatting into the net again. Yep. Just had several, mental or unforced errors here this set and just can't seem to get anything going. Makes it 10-3 Tigers.
But, being game one, this is a way to learn.
Right. Here's Roberts for the Tigers in the net. Service error for the Tigers. 10-4. Kelly Wells in to serve for the Eagles here. Kelly was able to run 3 or 4 off last time at the end of that last game. Let's see if she can get something going here cut into this early lead. Short serve, there it is. There's an ace
Right in there.
from Wells. 10-5, Tigers still in the lead. New serve from Wells, good pass from the Tigers. Set to the middle, that's that was a Schrader. That was Schrader on the attack for the Eagles, or for the Tigers. Eagles not able to come up with it and ended up sending it over to their side, but out of bounds. Waverly's got that font. Some of those numbers, they look very, very similar. The 8, the 5, the 6, they're all very similar. Johnson with the long serve there. 6-11. Here's Beekman for the Eagles. Good pass from Johnson. Set from Roberts outside. That's Knight with the kill. Knight, I believe, has got to be over double digits at this point in kills as well. She's had a great game and hits the ball hard. And accurate, too. I can't remember. I don't know that she's hit one long. Hadn't had any sail on her. She's been able to just hit very, very effectively all night. Braylon Bevins to Beekman there. Set back set to Libby Ward, who finds the hole on the other side and able to stop that Tiger run. Tigers still up 12-7. Evie Brown in to serve for the Eagles. Here's Brown's jump serve. Johnson not able to get that to the target. Waverly going to give us a free ball. Let's try to run some offense here. Beekman to McAllister, blocked by the Tigers. Lakin sends it right back over. Here's Roberts. That's to Royster. Brown's going to send it back up to Beekman. Lakin Gala, big swing, blocked by the Tigers. Oh, no, called 4 hits. He said it didn't get over. The ball must have hit that top of the net there and came back to her. And so that's 4 hits. Tiger point.
Didn't look like it to me, but
yeah, it looked like it ricocheted off of her hand, but again, he's 4 feet in front of him, and we're up here. Yep,
I get it. Nothing but love.
Right. Here's Evie Brown to Belle Beekman. Lindley McAllister going to try to find the hole. Johnson keeps it alive.
Oh.
Tigers looking for the back corner. Eagles going to have to send a free ball back. Ramsey to her setter, Gillett. Gillett struggles to handle it. He's going to call a lift. Or a carry, I should say, on the Tigers. So Eagles hanging in there. It's been about a 6 point lead here for a while, so got to try to cut into that. Serve from McAllister, pass by Johnson to Gillett, back set to Knight, into the net. 9-13. Here's McAllister. Johnson to Gillett.
Nice block.
Yep, that was Royster, blocked by Rader. Royster again, great hustle play by Gollett. Braylon Bevins, good heads-up play, ready to react. Lakin dove just to keep the ball alive, and Braylon responded to it and able to find that hole there in the middle on the other side.
Looks like we got a Tiger timeout. 13-10. The Eagles are battling back. You're listening to the Eastern Eagle Sports Network. Back in 30 seconds.
Looking for that old school sweet treat? Come on down to Emma's Frosty Cream in Beaver, Ohio. From soft serve cones to fresh baked pizza, Emma's is the hometown favorite. Emma's Frosty Cream. Visit today and cool down the right way.
Cox Burkett Funeral Home in Beaver offers compassionate, dignified services when you need them most. We provide full burial and cremation options, pre-planning, and personalized memorials, all delivered with genuine care and local support for your family.
And we're back after that Tiger timeout.
The quick timeout.
Eagles are definitely fighting back. It's 13-10.
Lindley McAllister for the Eagles. Pass by Johnson. Gillett. Royster. Big swing from Royster. And another kill. And again, I'd say she is approaching if she hasn't already got the double digits in the kill column tonight. Here's Knight for the Tigers. Jump serve. Quillen. Pass. Beekman. Back set. Lakin Gullett. Just a little long again. Lakin just struggling to get on top of the ball tonight.
She's knocking the crap out of it, though.
Yeah. She's got the power. She just, I don't know if she's reaching a little or just timing's off on her approach, but just something's a little off tonight. Here's Quillen with the pass to Beekman behind the spiking line. Raiders going to have to just keep it alive and send a free ball. Gillett outside to Johnson. Brown able to get under it, but just sent it right back over, hit that antenna. And, that's what free balls do. Free balls are, that's why they're called a free ball. It's a free opportunity to run your offense, and Waverly made us pay for it there.
Evie Brown was definitely happy with that, though. I can see it on her face, and rightfully so.
Yeah. Good serve there from Knight. Another ace for the Tigers, and they're going to make it 17-10 for the Tigers. Brown with the pass. Gullett. Beekman with the attack. Ramsey with the dig on the other side. Gillett keeps it alive for the Tigers after the tight dig. Eagles with a chance here. Here's Callie Rader. Good job.
Nice, good job.
Good job. Yeah, Waverly pass was just a little bit tight, so Gillett did all she could and just kept it alive, sent it over, and gave us a chance to run that offense. So good job getting the ball to Callie Rader and keeping us in the game. 17-11. Tigers ahead. Good serve there from Gullett, but good pass by Johnson. Set right back to her. Right down the line. Dig from Gullett. Bevins set to Rader. Hits long. Waverly's going to go up 18-11. Royster back to serve for the Tigers. Good jump serve from Royster. Good pass from Baps. Back set from Gullett to Bevins. Dug by Royster. Gillett back set. That's number 3, Emma Nesser. Good job hitting on the outside. Nesser's a junior for the Tigers. Found the hole down the alley there, 19-11. Eagles need to get a stop here. Jump serve from Royster. Baps receive. Gullett gonna send it back to the front row. There's Baps again. Good dig by Johnson. Set from Gillett right back to Johnson. Blocked by Rader, but
man, what hustle to get in
yep,
there.
Good hustle from Baps to try to save it, but that block fell on our side, and Waverly up 20-11. Timeout Eagles.
All righty, we're going to take it with them here. You're listening to the Eastern Eagle Sports Network. Back in 30.
Need timber services in Southern Ohio? Thornsberry Forest Products in Beaver buys standing timber and timberland, plus offers custom sawing, firewood, and expert tree service. Call 740-222-0070 today.
Do you want to stand out? Elizabeth's Custom Tees prints your ideas on shirts, hoodies, and more. From school teams to business branding or special events, we deliver vibrant custom designs with fast, friendly service. Wear your story with pride.
Alrighty, welcome back. 20-11. It's been all Waverly here the last few points. Waverly looking to put this game away. Eagles trying to hang on. I hope the Eagles can come back and get a victory here in this fourth set. Waverly up 2-1.
Here we go. Jump serve from Royster. Good pass from Baps to target. Callie Rader.
Yes.
Good job.
That was great.
Can't stress enough how important that pass to target is. Kinley's pass was right to Lakin, and then she was able to put it right where Callie needed it to be and got the kill. 20-12. Here's Braylon Bevins. Short serve. Gonna get an ace. Good job by Braylon. Tough serve to handle. Looked like it had a little bit of wobble on it and right over towards that line, and Waverly just wasn't able to handle it.
20-13.
Here's Bevins again. Jump serve. Going back at that back corner, but a little strong on that one.
Almost out into the hallway.
Yep. Waverly substitution. Waverly up 21-13. In the serve for the Tigers, number 10, Cameron Carroll. Serve received by Ward. Gullett back out to Ward. Ward going to drive the ball to Johnson. Set from Carroll back to Johnson off the top of the net and gets a great roll, and ball falls where there just weren't any Eagles.
Hit them where they ain't.
Yep. Waverly closing in on this fourth game, looking to put the game away. Cameron Carroll serve, short serve. Too short for Quillen to reach, and makes it 23-13. Jump serve from Carroll. Pass from Bevan, set. Callie Rader, another kill.
I've been very impressed with Callie Rader tonight.
And that's the thing, we just, I think tonight, of course in volleyball, there's always, there's no clock, so there's always a chance you can come back. But, the biggest thing for us tonight here is we just haven't gotten enough attacks. We're not being able to run our offense enough. When we get the ball to Callie, there's a big ace from Callie Wells. When we've gotten the ball to Callie, she's been putting it away. It's not been consistent. We've not been able to get that ball to our hitters. And then when we do, we've had just some errors, some unforced errors, and a lot of hits went out of bounds tonight. But we'll see, though. We'll see if they can make a run here. Here's Kelly again. Set to the outside by the Tigers. Big block, but it's not going to fall in the court. They'll make a game point for the Tigers. 24-15. Game point, match point. Here's the Tiger senior, Sydney Johnson, serving for the Tigers. Jump serve. Pass from Quillen. Lake and Gullett outside. Lindley McAllister with the drive.
Way to stay alive.
Gonna find it. Stays alive. Knight made the effort to get to it, but wasn't quite able to get there. And Eagles alive for another play. 24-16. Belle Beekman. Tigers going to send the free ball back. Here's McAllister. Oh, Beekman. Yep. All she could do was just try to keep it alive, and that's going to be the ball game.
All right, 25-16. Waverly wins 3-1. You're listening to the Eastern Eagles Sports Network. We'll be back here in a couple minutes to wrap it up.
Buying or selling? Let Brewster Real Estate and Auction in Waverly guide your next move. Trusted auctions, proven results. Visit brewsterauctions.com for listings and info.
Do you want to stand out? Elizabeth's Custom Tees prints your ideas on shirts, hoodies, and more. From school teams to business branding or special events, we deliver vibrant custom designs with fast, friendly service. Wear your story with pride.
You love your favorite pro football team. They have a history of being competitive and zealous while maintaining the utmost professionalism. So should your lawyer. John Pearson Clark is an aggressive and zealous attorney that is always looking out for the best interest of his clients while trying to secure a win. He has over 30 years experience and is licensed in all local courts, state of Ohio, federal court, and even the United States Supreme Court. Whether your legal issue is domestic related or a criminal law issue, call John Clark Law Offices today.
Want your ride or business to stand out? At Graphic Creations in Waverly, we wrap it, you rock it. From vehicles to signs to storefronts, custom wraps that turn heads. Visit graphiccreationsonline.com. Legal challenges? Chase Brown Law provides dedicated, personalized legal services to guide you through. Chase Brown Law, your advocate for justice and peace of mind.
Alrighty, welcome back. Well, the Eastern Eagles fell to the Waverly Tigers 3-1 in game one of this long of volleyball season. Eagles fall to 0-1. Waverly advances to 1-0. And I misspoke earlier. I said that we would be traveling to Waverly. That's not the case this year. We just checked the schedule, but for all those who are following the Waverly Tigers, every Waverly Tiger home game should be covered over on Total Media Sports. Waverly also has a network with Total Media, so going to get some home coverage for the Waverly Tigers, much like you are going to get with the Eastern Eagles. And I can't thank all of those great sponsors enough who came on board kind of late. Just the way the summer kind of fell with me and trying to get some sponsorship ads going. Got a little bit of a late start, but we got, it didn't take anything to get sponsors. We go out there, we talk to the Eastern community, and they really showed up to sponsor this sports network. A one-of-a-kind, kind of a pilot program Total Media is doing with Waverly, Eastern, Jackson, and I think there's one other school over in Eastern Ohio, and I can't remember. It might be Nelsonville or something. I'm sure I'll get corrected when we go off air. But just a nice partnership between the radio station, the Total Media Sports, and the schools to give back, get the kids some good coverage, and couldn't be happier to bring it. So, Mr. Day, I thank you for coming on with me, because I know nothing, like we were talking at break. I add very little to this conversation, but I did enjoy it. I don't know if we're going to get Coach Knopf to come up here and talk. I think you sent her a text, but maybe wants to talk to the kids. But we talked about it during some of the games. You could kind of definitely tell that Waverly is a little older. We've got a young team, a very talented athletic team. Are these Eastern Eagles? And I'm counting 6 freshmen on the team, and just 2 seniors, kind of junior heavy. Don't see any sophomores, but you kind of got that inexperience, learning, and like you said, it's very difficult from 8th grade, making that transition 8th grade to high school, where 8th grade you're playing other 8th graders. When you get in high school, you're playing all four grades. So definitely a little bit of a learning curve by some of these freshmen, but I was really impressed by what I saw by the Eastern Eagles. Yeah,
they're definitely, like you said, they're super athletic and very, very talented. And just to go back to what you said about the difference in the experience, when Waverly, when we would make a run or there's a tight volley, Waverly did a really good job of getting the ball to their hitters. They got the ball to Johnson, they got the ball to Royster, they got the ball to Knight. And that was just something we weren't able to do. We weren't able to get the ball to our hitters as much. And like you said, that just comes with experience. It'll come with time. And you've got that many freshmen on the floor. This is a brand new rotation. Last year they run a rotation all year long with just 8th grade, just their 8th grade teammates. And then now you jump into a varsity rotation and new kids and new spots. And some of these kids, like Evie Brown was a libero last year. Now we're asking her to play, still playing the back row, but still it's a little bit different. So, I believe Kinley Baps was a setter last year, but now she's hitting outside. And so anyway, it's different. It's an adjustment, and it'll take some time. And, they've got some tests here early on. We've got Clay later this week, but then next week we've got 2 more SOC 3 schools. We've got West and Wheelersburg first next week, and then no, it is West. West and Berg, yeah. West and then Berg back-to-back, and then play Green, and then we got Memphis. There's another SOC 3 school. So they're going to get tested early and often, despite being young. It's just kind of part of it. You get kind of thrown to the fire real quick when you play varsity volleyball.
Well, and there's something to be said about that too. You get these tougher games out of the way, and you learn. You're playing the tougher teams. You're getting the experience. You're seeing the mistakes that you might be making, and you're learning from that. And with the young squad, they can keep building on each game, each loss, each win, whatever it is. And then when you get down into conference play, then you're ready to rock and roll. You've got, I think it looks like our first conference game is 9-9 against Sims Valley. I'm assuming the little asterisks mean conference. I think it does. That you're getting into conference play then, and I'm sure these teams are, they're going to start gelling. And these freshmen never played with anybody, any of these kids last year. So, again, like you said, new teammates, just new rotations, new positions, all of that stuff is new to them, so they're going to learn. So, again, get these games out of the way, play these tough squads. You can do nothing but learn from these teams and make a great run. And from what I saw, and it just was super impressive, and I look for this Lady Eagle team to do well.
Yeah, and that's a good point you made about playing some of these teams early. We play in a good volleyball league, but that SOC3 is a really good, really strong league too. So, come tournament time, most of the schools, several of the schools in our league are bigger than us, and then that SOC3 is bigger than us. So when we get to tournament time, having played a lot of those bigger schools and been in some of these deep, this is important. We got down 2-0. We could have laid down and just lost in 3, but they battled back. They fought, and that'll be important at the end of the year when you make tournament runs to be able to fall back on some of that experience that you get early in the season by playing these big schools and these tough teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's nothing but learning, and again, like I said, I think just from the athleticism that I saw, and just from a little bit that I saw last year with the 8th grade and the 7th and 8th grade team, nothing but good things coming. Is Coach Knopf going to come up?
She's on her way up.
Okay.
Yeah, we just got her attention a minute ago, and she was headed this way, and. We'll
I'm
hear
glad
from
we're able to get a post game interview. Post game is brought to you by John Clark Law. This is all new to me this year, so that we have a pre and post game sponsor. John Clark's got both the pre and the post game. Thanks to John for sponsoring. Good friend of mine. I was actually in court with him today. Just a great lawyer, criminal defense lawyer. He's a battler, so we had some good battles today, but. He does a great job, so I appreciate him jumping on. And we got Coach Knopf and a little Coach Knopf coming to, and I'll let you do this post game,
okay,
Robbie, because you knew all the terms. So I'm going to pass this headset off to her.
Need some help getting that on?
Yes, please. If you don't mind. Thank you.
You got your hands full.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, I'm still learning how to do this. Mike's the pro, but I'm still learning. First game, no, and didn't end the way that you wanted it to, but just start by talking about the girls and how they played tonight, and we'll talk some more about how the game went from there.
Yeah, I think we started off really strong, and then we kind of wavered in and out. Just being the first game, we need to work on consistency all across the board. But we knew this is going to be tough. We've got first 2 weeks of our season are going to be some really tough games, so we knew they'd have weapons and they'd be strong. I see a lot of good things. I see a lot of potential with this group. We just got to keep hammering the fundamentals and get that consistency down.
Yeah, we talked a lot about those things, especially that early schedule you guys have. You play, I think, 4 SOC3 schools in your first 6 games.
Yes.
So just right off the bat, kind of throwing them to the fire. And, I think that I was telling Mike, I think that'll be important late in the season, though, just to play those. And tonight, I know I said it earlier, but I'll say it to you, too, so maybe you can respond to it. But you guys, your kids being young the way they are, they could have very easily just laid down after falling down 2-0, but they didn't. They fought back, they got a game, and stayed in it, so that was good to see.
Definitely. Yeah, it's hard to mentally come out of that after being down 2 sets, and they did. They came back with fire, and unfortunately we just couldn't finish it out. But, yes, I'm very pleased with that too.
Yeah, and you got a lot of youth too. Waverly's very experienced, and they're very talented, but you've got a lot of you 4 freshmen in your regular rotation?
Yes.
Yeah.
And at almost any given time, half of the girls out there are freshmen. So
right.
So that's part of the consistency too, getting them used to the speed of the game and catching them up as well. So.
Yeah, and a new rotation. We mentioned that earlier too. It's one thing when you're all, all the same grade, and you played with those same girls since Pee Wee. This group has played together from 3rd to 8th grade, and now you throw them out there with some other varsity girls, and it's all new.
Right. Yeah. Yep, and they're doing a really good job. They've adjusted really extremely well. We just still got some things we need to work on.
Well, before we get off here, I won't keep you too much longer. Let's talk about your seniors a little bit, and Lakin and Aubrey, and you've got a young team. You got a lot of freshmen out there, but you have 2 really experienced seniors who are really good kids, and maybe didn't have the game that I know Lakin probably a little disappointed tonight. It seemed like she just couldn't get on top of the ball. Mm-hmm. But they're going to be big leaders for you this year.
Absolutely. They, they're out on the court. They're touching the ball the whole time, being the libero and our setter. We really rely on those 2, and they're very positive leaders on our court. So they're 2 great kids to have.
Yeah, great. I think I mentioned that about, Lakin obviously has been in the program for a long time, but I mentioned how Aubrey stepped right in. She's been a vocal kid ever since she got here, and plays hard with heart, and those are the kind of leaders you want who aren't just vocal leaders, but they play the way they expect others to play, and those
Absolutely.
two definitely do that. They'll be good for those freshmen. So anything else you want to talk about or comment on tonight? And you guys are back here Thursday night. We got Clay at home.
Right.
Total Media is covering again. Anything else you want to talk about before we wrap it up tonight?
I don't think so.
Well, good luck to you. I know you've got a long season. Tonight's just one game. The long season, and still got a lot of games before we get into league play too. So a lot of, like you said, a lot of room to grow. And I think this is a group we're just going to see get better and better as the year goes on.
Yes.
Just with that youth, that's just something that's going to have to take a little time. But there's a lot of talent there, a lot of skill, and I'm excited to see them this year. All right. Well, thanks again,
right.
Coach. And
Thank you.
yeah, we'll let you get out of here. And want to wait on Mike to wrap it up. You want me to wrap it up? Okay.
All right. A future Lady Eagle there, you
Future
think?
Lady Eagle, yes, she got a couple. She had a manager with her, and then she's got her new little one there, and that's why I was trying not to. I didn't realize she was going to bring her. I would have maybe just let her go straight there and not even ask her to come up at all. But appreciate
good.
her coming up and
Bring the
taking
baby.
some time. Yeah,
Is that her first?
that's
or?
her first. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, little girl there, and they're very excited. But
Well, I got to hear a little bit, so I mean, everything sounds promising for these Eagles, and like we said, we'd like to get a good run. And we talked before we wrap up. You pushed out the website for the Eastern Eagle Sports Network. We have the audio stream on there, and then there is a graphic that says Total Media Sports. If you click on that, that should take you to the YouTube stream. We're going to see if we can get the video embedded into that, but if not, so that one website is where to go. I shared it on my socials. I know you did. It's on the school website. So if anybody wants to check out any of these broadcasts, there'll be an audio version of this one saved, archived, and then of course you can go on the Total Media Sports. Do we have a separate channel for Eastern, Jimmy, on the YouTube, or is it just Total Media Sports YouTube? So on Total Media Sports YouTube, you'll find this broadcast. Go back and check it out. And I can't hear myself in the headset, so I have no idea how I sound, if I'm too low, too high. I don't know. Robbie, I know you sound good because I can hear you, but I just can't hear myself, which probably isn't a bad thing, seeing how I don't know much about the sport. So I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We will be back here on Thursday, where the Eagles take on the Clay Panthers. And again, another non-conference game. Now, the Madmen will not be here because I've got a junior high commitment. My daughter is a junior high cheerleader in 8th grade for football, so I will be there. So I think Mr. Day and Jimmy are going to have that, unless I can talk Rock and Raj into coming as well to give Jimmy a little break too. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I can talk him into it. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Mr. Day, I appreciate you very much for coming on, and hope to have you here with us the entire season.
well, thanks for having me. I enjoyed it, and then anytime I can help, I'm happy to step in. But you guys do a great job. I want to thank you guys too. I'm excited about this whole partnership, and
I am too. Gotta get
you and
some-
Raj have done a great job, and just excited about the whole thing. So thank you.
Thank you very much. And again, we'll see you here on Total Media Sports on Thursday. Have a good evening.